welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgia, I hope you're well. Today we're going to do another episode of Scavenger Hunt chooses my next read. I love doing these videos and I feel like it's a way to pick up something that I wouldn't usually gravitate towards. So we're going to do it. We're going to do another Scavenger Hunt. So if you've not seen these before, I haven't come up with the idea. I saw this from Ellen Catherine, who I think saw it from Riley Marie. I don't know who the original creator of this is. It was genius, so hats off to you. I've got these questions from Ellen. I don't know again if they're hers or not, but I'm going to go through the same 10 questions that I usually go through, and I'm just going to try and pick sort of like different books. If you don't know how this works, basically there's 10 prompts. Each prompt leads you to another book. So the first prompt, you get a book, you then use that book and the next prompt to get the next book, so on and so on, until you get to the last book, and that's the book that we will read together in this video. So it makes a lot more sense once you get going, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. We do have our caffeinated beverage to keep us going throughout this because it can get challenging at times, so it's a trust the process sort of situation, but let's go. Prompt number 1, I've got them down here on my laptop, which is why I'm looking down there. But prompt number 1 is choose a book with a cover that you love and then find a book with a similar cover. So first off, we need to find a book with a cover that I love. I'm trying to think of what I've used previously. I'm gonna pick this book. So this is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. Now this was the book that I actually got last Scavenger Hunt, so I'll pop that up here for you. And then you can see my thoughts on this book. But I'm going to start with this one. So I absolutely love this cover. It's got the skull, it's got the gold, it's got the red, it's got the roses with the skull as well, which is something I love. All of my tattoos are like skulls and roses. On my hip I've got skulls and flowers and things. So hello, we have a friend, but Freya has come to join us. I'm getting up in a second, kid. There's no point getting cozy. I absolutely love this book, so now I need to find a book with a similar cover. So I'm going to have a quick look around. So my head immediately went to Haunting Adeline. It's got the skull, it's got the flowers, again, red as well. So it's got the, you can see a bit more on the back. But it's got the red roses and it's got the skull, so similar. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go with that for book 1. I do feel you always end up sort of like trashing your bookshelves when you do this video. So prompt number 2 is turn to page 50 and find a book that has one of those words on that page on the cover. So page 50. I feel like I've had this before and I couldn't do it. Maybe not. But I refuse to run. I can't explain it, but it feels like I'm letting them win. So I'm going to start with that sentence and I'm going to work my way through the page until I find a book with it. I don't want to use I, things like that. So we'll start with run. I have fire. Okay, fire was in that page 50. In fact, I'll even show you. It's a lot further down the page. I had to pretty much read the entire page to get to it, but it says fire here. So I have Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I haven't actually read these yet, which makes the next one a little bit difficult. So prompt number 3 is list some of the tropes from this book and then find a book with similar tropes. So like I said, I haven't read it. And I'm not going to read the back because it's like book 4. So I'm just going to Google some of the prompts for Throne of Glass as a whole. So it's got the Chosen One trope, the Secret Identity trope, Dark Secret trope, Forced Proximity, Enemies to Lovers, Found Family. Okay. So the book is so different, but it does list some of those similar tropes. So we have Air of Fire, and we also have Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. So this is Forced Proximity. It's Enemies to Lovers. Well, it is and it isn't. He's always been obsessed with her, but she doesn't like him. It's also Found Family throughout the entire series. So do you know what? I'm doing it. It's my scavenger hunt. I'm gonna do it. The next one is find a book with opposite tropes. It's Enemies to Lovers, so let's maybe think of like a second chance or a friends to lovers situation. It's Forced Proximity. It's sport romance. What if we look for let's do like a friends to lovers, maybe. Why does your brain go blank the second you try and think of books with like different tropes in? For sort of like opposite tropes, it's very loose, but we're going with it anyway. I've got Wild and Wrangled, so this is like a second chance romance, so we've got that sort of dynamic. They've also like known each other forever, whereas these have only known each other for like a short period of time and have only been involved for like a year. So that's my sort of very loose opposite tropes that I'm going to go for here. I get that that's very loosely done, but moving on, this gets difficult. Prompt number 5, reverse the page number and then find a book with the similar number of pages. This book, and I'm just going to go from the ending of this book, not the bonus chapters or anything like that. So this book has 327 pages, so we're looking for a book with 723 pages. And you know what? I think I know what I can go for. I think that is the closest I have ever got. So we're looking for a book with 723 pages Ashes and the Starkest King from the end of the physical book is 726. So bob on, I'm having that. 3 pages off. Okay, so now prompt number 6, find a book with a similar colour scheme to your current book. I mean, I don't have a lot to go on there. We literally have like the black, the gold, bit of silver at the bottom, the yellow. Let's have a nosy around, shall we? Put some books away while we go as well. So we're looking for black, gold and yellow. I feel like I always end up with this and go for like 4th wing, but we're not going to do that today. Do you know what? That was easier than I thought. So I have Arcana Academy by Elise Cover. This is the Fairy Loot edition. It's stunning. This book has crept up a lot this month in videos. It is also on my TBR for this month, so let's have a look. Find a book that was published in the same year. So we need a book that was also published in 2025. So let's have a think. Fearless was published in 2025. I mean, I have recently read this book. I absolutely loved it. It's the last book in the Powerless trilogy, or it's the last full book. They are doing another novella. And I recently read this in a reading vlog, so if you want to watch that, it'll be up here. But this is another book that was published in 2025. So prompt number 8 is go to the first page and count the number of letters in the first word, then find a book with a similar number of pages. So the first word in this book is there. So we have 5 letters. So we're looking for a book with around 500 pages. I find it really hard to like look at a book and go, that's got that many pages in. I don't know why. I struggle. I've been looking for a while and I've got Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Now the last page with numbers on is 518, so that's not a bad effort. We now have find a book with the same number of letters as pages in the title. For example, if the book has 840 pages, a book with 8 letters. If a book with 360 pages, a book with 4 letters. So it rounds to the nearest 100. So we're looking for a book with 5 letters in the title. I always get a little bit confused at that point. So a book with 5 letters in the title, I've got Saint by Sierra Simone. I think I'm saying that right. So this is book 3 in this series. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. I don't know if it's just like the Priest series. So to pick a book with 5 letters, we have 5 letters. So now we are going to prompt number 10. So the book that we have at the end of this one is the book that we're going to read together today. Find a book that's title or author name starts with the last letter of your current book. So the last letter of this book is T. So I need to find a book whose title or author name starts with the letter T. So we have Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha T. Trisha Levenseller. So this is book 1 in the Daughter of the Pirate King's trilogy. I have been wanting to read this for so long. So there's 3 books in the series, like I said. So there's this one, Daughter of the Siren Queen, and Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. I've been really looking forward to this one. It's like a pirate-y, enemies to lovers sort of situation. So she is sent on a mission to basically try and scout out some information, and I think it's like a hidden map. Yeah, retrieve an ancient map, the key to the legendary treasure trove. So she is basically sent on this mission to infiltrate the like rival pirate crew. So it is an enemies to lovers sort of situation. It is quite a small one. I want to say it's only like 400 pages. Yeah, it's like 330 pages, so it's not a big book at all. So I am very much looking forward to this one. I got this in New York along with the rest of the set down there. Well, I got the first 2 in New York and then I managed to get the 3rd one online because they didn't have it there. But I don't know what it is. I think I've said this in my previous video, but I've been feeling sort of piratey at the minute. Like me and James have been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. I'm really, really looking forward to Metalslinger coming out at the end of, I want to say, well, beginning of September. It's been traditionally published. I know it's out on Kindle, but I'm waiting for my physical copy. So I've been really feeling just like a piratey vibe recently. So I'm very, very happy about this one. So I will leave you to future Georgia, who will be reading this book with you. So let's go. Okay, so I am currently on chapter 16 of this here book. Do you know what? I'm really enjoying it. So I'm far in. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not really done much updating, have I? I am quite far in. I've stopped here because it is getting a bit interesting. So I wanted to give you my thoughts before the big sort of like ending bit. This follows our main character Alosa. Now Alosa is the daughter of the Pirate King. Now she is awesome. I love her. She is sarcastic. She is funny. She is ballsy, and I love her. I think she's great. We have our main character Alosa, and she has basically got herself captured by the like rival pirate crew, and she has done this intentionally as she's on a mission sent by her father. To cut a long story short, there's basically bits of a map have been passed down through the generations. Each captain of like the big crews have got pieces of this map that have been passed from generation to generation to generation, and once you've got all the pieces of this map put together, it gives you the location of like the Sirens' den. Like all the treasures that the Sirens have been collecting from everybody over the years has basically been put in this one place. So legend has it that this map will lead you to that. Freya's just been on my lap and now I've got Freya on my eye. So she's been sent on a mission by her dad to go and get a piece of the map from like a rival crew. These two sons have just taken over like their dad's ship. So she's basically been sent to get the piece from them. That's sort of like the main storyline that we've got going on. We have got a love interest with one, like the second hand to the captain, so one of the brothers. Yeah, we've got like a lot of tension, a bit of a romance, and it's not a spicy book. It is YA fantasy, so it's not like very high in spice and things. This piece of fur, got it. But I am really enjoying it. I'm getting really lost in it. I think I said this earlier on, but I've been playing a lot of like Sea of Thieves and things at the minute. It's still there. There's been a lot of like information about Alosa not being quite just what she seems. She's been trained firsthand by the king, so she's very skilled. But she's so clever, she's so sneaky, she's so smart, and I'm loving the banter that she like brings to this book. It is also just so easy reading. Like it doesn't feel remotely difficult. You just get completely lost in it. It reads really fast, even though the chapters are quite long, which I don't usually like. I prefer short chapters, so the longer chapters are usually a bit of a struggle for me, but just because this reads so easy, it doesn't feel like you're sat fighting through a chapter sort of thing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm intrigued to see the big final bit because like she's been spending like 2 weeks searching this ship top to bottom, sneaking out of her cell to go and like investigate around this ship to find their part of the map, and she's just been caught. I am really enjoying this. It's so easy. It's just fun and fighting, there's sneaking around, there's that bit of tension, that bit of romance, and yeah, I am overall just really enjoying this. I'm intrigued to see how it ends. I'm intrigued to see how we make 3 books of this, because like I said, I do have, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see them there. I've got the other 2 books here, so I'm really looking forward to it. Looking at the pictures, it looks like book 2 follows on from this and book 3 might be following a different character. I don't know for definite, but I am definitely enjoying it so far. So I will be sitting and reading this hopefully this afternoon. I've got some of the little bits and bobs I need to do today, but then I plan on just sitting down and finishing this book. So I will come back to you hopefully this afternoon with my final thoughts on this book. Let's get back to reading. I have moved to the sofa and I have also switched to my Kindle. If I'm honest, I've got a really bad headache, so I'm just having a bit of downtime. I'm probably going to end up falling asleep. I am only on like chapter 17, so I still have a long way to go. But I am really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying like the lore and the pirate fantasy element side of it, so like the sirens and everything else. It's really interesting how she's written this book. The romance that we've had throughout is also just so sweet. Ryder, the second hand I was on about earlier, he is so smitten and so torn, and he's in such an awkward position, bless him. Like he really likes it and really wants to help, but equally can't betray his brother because his brother's all he has left. I'm intrigued to see how they sort of wrap this up. But yeah, I'm fine. I really like the whole like siren lore stuff, and it's just not something I've read a lot of, with this being the first sort of piratey book that I've read. So I'm really enjoying that element of it. It's making me want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean as well, I'm not gonna lie. I might see if James wants to watch that this weekend. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really good, fun, easy read book. Just what I needed, I think. I've read a lot this month, so it's nice to just have a bit of a chill one. I'm gonna get back to reading. I don't know how well you can hear it, but I've literally got like sea sounds on Spotify. I've just found like a playlist that's literally just like water sounds. You can probably hear it in the background. And I've got that on whilst I'm reading the book, and they're like going through the water at the moment, and there's just like the wave music in the background, and it's just creating such a nice atmosphere. I'm actually loving it so much. This book is so much fun. It's so clever and so like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but how it's done is so nice, and like, honestly, I think like the ambience is just making it for me as well. I'm on 85%, so I'm flying through it. But yeah, just the drama and like the battles that we've been having at the moment are just so interesting, and like the way the story's gone, I'm really liking. I still couldn't tell you how this is gonna finish. Like even at 85%, I'm still unsure of the ending of this book. We've had a lot more information about the lore of the sirens and things. I can't really tell you why without spoiling it, but we've really got into that side of it. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. But yeah, 85%. We're cracking on. I'm enjoying my sea sounds. This book is amazing. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm already so excited to pick up book 2. Let's keep going. So it's now a lot later on that same day. I have just finished Daughter of the Pirate King, and do you know what? I really enjoyed this one. A lot more than I thought I would as well. It's just really easy. It's such an easy to get lost in, adventurous, fun book. And I really enjoyed this one. I read it so quickly. It was just such an easy read. The characters in it are so much fun. There's a lot of banter. Our main character is so sarky, and I think she's so cool. So Elosa, she's just a badass. And like the level of sarcasm that comes out of that woman is so funny. And like the lore behind all of this is also really exciting. And I like where they've sort of set this up to go. So I am really looking forward to jumping into book 2 of this series. And we'll hopefully be doing so sooner rather than later, because it is just such a good book. I'm really excited for the rest of them. So I've got the next 2 in the trilogy, and I will probably get to them relatively soon because I'm intrigued. They've set up book 2 so nicely, and like the adventure that I think we're going to take on that book is going to be so exciting. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to rate this, I think, 4.5. It's not a 5-star, but equally I feel like it's better than the books I've been rating 4 stars recently. It is a YA adventure, so there's no spice. Like the romance isn't the main focus, but the romance that we do have is really nice. I don't know where that's going to go either. But I've just really enjoyed everything that happened in this book. I don't really have anything to complain about it. I do think a bit more could have happened, which is probably the other reason it's not a 5-star, but equally, I don't think it's really necessary to have more in it. It's just fun. I really enjoyed this. I think the Scavenger Hunt has been a really good time. And again, I do really recommend it. It's not, if you're expecting some like massive adventure and loads of drama, this probably isn't it, but if you're just looking for something fun and easy to read, I definitely recommend it. I have had such a good time reading this book, even with a headache, so it's clearly a nice, easy one to read. Like the pirate lore and things like that, and this is really exciting and really interesting. I've not really read anything like this, so I've not really done much piratey stuff, but like the sirens and everything like that, it's just really interesting, and like they put quite a lot of information in it, and you can really sort of picture the adventure that they take throughout this book as well. So it's just been a really fun and easy read. So I highly recommend this book. I had a really fun time, and I'm going to rate it a 4-star, a 4.5. I'm going to go for a 4.25. That's what we're going for. Final stance, 4.25. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, my social media, my Amazon wishlist, my Goodreads and my business email are all in the description bar below. I really enjoy these scavenger hunts. I'm probably going to do one sort of like every other month. This is up there with one of the best we've done so far. So we've done 3 now, I think. But I'm really enjoying them. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you will. Take care. Bye.